Hello, I'm Prof Robinson. I'm excited to be telling you about my research, my passion, which is studying protein complexes in the gas phase of a mass spectrometer. So I want you to try to imagine about 3 decades ago, when nobody really believed that this research would ever be viable, what it feels like to be telling you today in something that has now been accepted. So I started my research about 3 decades ago, and I was looking at individual proteins folding. And then I realized quite quickly that folded protein structure coincided with binding, which was interesting, but at first derided as being something of an artifact. And many people in my younger days would say, oh, that poor girl, why does she persist with this research? It's never going to work. Why doesn't she do proteomics like everybody else? And so I want to tell you that it's actually okay to go against the tide of feeling at the time. And it's actually quite exhilarating and quite rewarding when eventually it does work and it does pan out. So I'm going to trace my research from the folding of individual proteins through to protein RNA interactions and the ribosome, which is a very important milestone for me, to get something as very large and complicated and heterogeneous as an intact ribosome to fly through a mass spectrometer. Was a major step in my career. And then more recently, looking at membrane proteins as we get them out of their happy membrane environment, how do we treat them such that we don't lose their interactions or the small molecules with which their functions are often determined. So I'm going to trace about 30 years of my career in a very short time. I wish I was doing it in person, but unfortunately it'll be like this. So to try to make it as in person as I can. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.